Now, what are you pinkies like you doing so far from home? Who is that? Approach with caution. You look surprised to see me, when I feel I should be the one curious how you found this place. Drifted from Earth? No, unlikely. Those eye colors don't appear in the Earthen strain. Oh, we're from Vanus, if that helps. Vanus. As in Venus? I didn't think it would be hospitable to much life. I'm afraid it's unlikely you'd know of their homeworld. It was a very small and remote world and was recently vaporized in a supernova. Wait, Sucker Blue? You're not supposed to be here. Weren't you off trying to undermine the twins or something? I trust you being here doesn't mean you failed. Nothing of the sort. I'm here with those who are quickly becoming known as the Angels of Hope. They are my nieces and Ysandre's lifeblood. Ah, okay, that makes a little more sense. I've yet to hear of these Angels of Hope, but I have been pretty coy, all things considered. Here to catch up with your old professor, huh? More, hoping he might shelter me so my mother will stop getting on my case about queenly rituals. God, she is such a broken record! So, forgive me the interruption, but what is your name? Madeline Edith Lindred, but you can call me Mad or Madeline for short. Yours? I'm Coco. Lilac. Oh, I'm Lumi. Nice to meet you, Matt. Sucker got you roped into doing her errands, huh? What, was Fayari busy? Oh, Matt, don't be like that. Incredible as Fayari is, she doesn't exactly have the power to destroy a Tenway. A what? A demon of ultimate influence? Mad, I told you this last time we spoke. I probably turned you out. Think you're the only person who was more of a Wordsworth than my mom. Oh no, the truth!
Good grief. I apologize if she is bothering you. Mad, you truly are talented at being a pest.
Oh, so you are here. To Mad's credit, she's effective at stolen.
Yes, and in most cases I'd be happy for her to bore my listeners to tears before they go remotely close to finding me. But for the Angels of Hope, I'll make something of an exception.
Oh, hey, Lazarus, right?
Yes, please do not be put off by my partial state or adorable familiar. You came here at Tuesday's instruction, didn't you?
Well, she told us what this place was, not much more than that.
Oh, good. She's learning fast how to not involve everyone in my business. I had to shoo off that pesky J5 cat a couple days ago.
Tiramisa?
It would honestly be fine if that gracious mutt wasn't always with her. But enough of my complaints. Welcome to my humble laboratory. I'm sure I don't need to tell you not to touch things, and that definitely does include shiny-looking buttons. In fact, it is more or less a rule that if you feel enticed to press something due to its attractive shiny button attribute, you probably should do the exact opposite.
We don't have Pep with us.
Oh, then I guess I worried for nothing.
Damn, he can't even be here to hear these roasts. Oh, I can hear them all right. You talk a lot of shit for a test tube, baby. But yeah, I would 100% be pressing every button in a 40-mile radius if I was there. Valid roast, honestly. I forgot we have cameras on the Starship that focus on the 3 girls from orbit.
I was at Slide since his outburst was pretty much the closest I've come to laughing via positive catharsis in over 4 years.
If you want, I could disable the cameras temporarily.
No need. None of the tech here is very confidential, and even if it were, I can rely on only 2 of the people on your Starship being big enough brainiacs to comprehend that fact.
Damn, you're just roasting everyone today.
I blame the influence of this purple potato.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I taught him at Lazarus the value of having fun at other people's expense.
Apology not accepted. How could you do this?
One grump at a time, I will teach the universe and its old cultures the art of having fun.
Truly brazen.
Anyways, I have some experiments to check on. Just remember, magma hurts, so try not to get too close to it.
I'm glad we have you here to make us aware of these esoteric tidbits of arcane lore that weren't immediately obvious to anyone with a single brain cell.
Smart ass.
One day it'll be my turn to babysit you. I cannot wait.
Yeah, you kinda missed out on your real kids, huh?
Wow! Fuck you on that!
I'm not wrong, though, am I?
Well, no, but I'm doing okay at babysitting your Sunday thesis so far, I think.
And you're sure that they're not the ones babysitting you? God damn!
Let's, go inside before we continue with this. I need a cup of coffee if we're to continue.
Sure. I think MF Lazarus has a pretty good coffee machine in the foyer somewhere.
Incredible. This could easily compete with the one I have on the Starship Yahweh.
Yeah, here it is. Lots of dials, so let me know if you aren't sure of anything. Psycho Blue's about to get mad jazzed for coffee, and Madeline is helping her find her way around the high-tech coffee machine. Ask if they have tea. I see you're pretty clued in on how to utilize space-age coffee machines.
Kind of a requirement when you have a coffee fiend like Tiramisu around.
I wonder if it makes tea. It does, yeah. Once Psycho Blue's done with her coffee, I can make you one. You're a Blue Moon girl, I take it. How did you know? Couldn't tell you off the top of my head.
Say, is Lazarus even able to drink coffee or tea? Seems it would be difficult given his condition.
Even if he could, I doubt it would do much for a Galaxian body anyway. When Tristy became something of a regular fixture in this lab, so too did this coffee machine. It's likely the one she has back at her home was inspired by the design.
I have truly missed this. Just hanging out with some fellow brainiacs over some hot coffee, discussing the intricacies of a complex matter.
Much as I'd rather not admit it, I have missed my time working with Laz. Sure, he can be callous, but is generally a lot more open-hearted than he'd ever admit. He was especially cold way back when, during the time he was instigating the C-14's clash, trying to keep everyone at a distance to avoid endangering the mission. Couldn't pull the wool over these eyes, though, trained by Friari to see through bullshit.
Oh, she is truly the enemy of liars everywhere.
Wait, this Lazarus is one known for being less cagey? Girl, you have no idea. But on reflection, I get entirely why he was like that. The girl we would usher in demanded nothing but complete secrecy. I'm frankly impressed he told me as much of the C-14 clash as he did. Sounds like it was a pretty high stakes. Yeah, well, your aunt wasn't always so down to clown for the instigators of a cosmic revolution as she is now.
Blue the Spellweaver was a truly silly girl. Is it true that Lazarus really seeks payback against the twins?
Oh, is that the front he puts up now? I suppose if you don't know him well, you could be forgiven for believing such a thing. I'm not sure how much he wants to keep to himself, so I'll just say that I've known him for centuries. In all that time, I've never found him to be a vengeful man. He is definitely a huge dog, eccentric and somewhat callous. But his callousness was rooted in an understandable fear of failure. He doesn't know the future, he's just good at predicting it.
Ah, that was a good coffee.
Alright, glad that only took you 4 times longer than it needed to. I'll get Lumia tea now.
I'm glad to see the amenities have been to your liking. Were things a bit less in flux right now, I'd give you a tour of this lab. But I'm afraid that for now, my work is truly tireless.
I think I can relate on at least that much. I'm glad we got to take this little break. All work and no play makes Sacred Blue a grumpy bum.
Ah, if I weren't in this state, I too would be taking time to rest. But as I am now, trying to rest only makes me agitated.
Be mean to ask about that. Did you, do a thing yourself? Some failed experiment?
Oh, definitely an experiment. But a failure? Not at all. It worked exactly as designed.
I remember you were home when you came to help me on the moon while I was sleeping. How does that work?
Ah, that wasn't this version of me. That was my astral self, similar to what you may have experienced of your sisters in dreams. Hilariously, I pose no 3D in that state, as I am entirely incorporeal, but I knew I could rely on her to assume otherwise. As if I would so willingly put myself in needless danger. My real body has been useless for centuries. What you see before you is a particle-based reconstruction of my old body, a price I am willing to pay in order to see my goals fulfilled. If ye were to ever find me, you would have to personally erase every particle that makes up this construct, of which there are trillions.
So, you found a way to more or less make yourself invincible to erase and destroy commands.
Not without its caveats, I assure you. Without a real body, I have no senses, and I am essentially entirely at the mercy of my consciousness to keep myself together. I cannot feel laughter even if I may emulate it. I cannot cry, neither can I register emotions physically, nor can I even taste the coffee you are so enjoying. But to defy the gods who would see the denizens of this cosmos denied their prize, no cost is too high. The denizens of this cosmos have suffered too much already. I am but a guiding hand behind the movements that will see this cosmos endure. The real work lies with the four of you and the icons you gather along the way.
When we spoke to you at Splurge Lab, you implied vengeance was your endgame.
That was probably my companion speaking more so than I. You've no doubt pieced together I myself hold the fifth and final enemy. She is oddly fond of my timepiece.
Yeah, we did have some suspicions about that. So, when you say you don't exist...
Well, it's not that I entirely am inexistent, but that message is more for the discomfort of the twins. I don't exist in a way they can really deal with. The usual crutches they rely on to eject revolutionaries like myself will not function in a way they will find desirable. Even if ye were to erase me particle by particle, it would take her hundreds of years. I am sure you've noticed she isn't particularly patient. This is before we go into how unlikely she is to know she's achieving anything. She'd be removing a speck of sand from an industrial sandpit.
Speaking of sand, sorry to interrupt, but I think the cluster geodes are done crystallizing.
Ah, I seem to have lost track of time. How clumsy I become in the face of guests. I'll be up shortly.
Also, hi Mad, I'll see you on the starship later. Wait, what?
Pretend you didn't hear that.
No. Oh, here's your tea, Lumi. Thank you! Yeah, just don't get used to it. If I was intending to make it my habit to wait on people, I'd go back to Spritopia and undergo my mother's frivolous chores.
Nadulin and the Sudley Scullery, bitter enemies since the dawn of time.
Truly, my dramatic backstories are stuff that could make the very gods weep. My bravery in the face of sparkling oppression. Perhaps I should write a book.
You mean like your mother did?
That was the crux of my joke, yeah. Maybe the urge would take me too, you know, when I'm 400 billion years old.
I'm glad you're optimistic will last that long.
Well, it wouldn't really do to show lacking hope in front of its very angels, now would it?
Oh, would you like me to relay any messages to your friends, like Tristy, Fayori, Asperia?
Tell Fayori she's still a dork and I love her. Other than that, I'll just wait until I get a chance to hang with him myself.
Will do. I best let you get back to playing assistant.
Sounds to me like you don't exactly have a surplus of time to be faffing about either. Word, nice to have met you, Mad. Same. Hopefully we can get up to some antics in the future.